Hello, hope you're having a wonderful day. We are in the book of Matthew. This is chapter 14. I was adjusting my mic, hope that didn't make too much noise. We are in the book of Matthew, chapter 14. We're reading for context to understand what is occurring, what is happening, what's being said, and then how to apply that to ourselves. And what that means to us in this day. And that's the whole idea of these sessions. I won't even call these, I'm not trying to present anything other than what's in the Bible. So it's not like I'm trying to present you with any kind of odd lesson, or I'm trying to string things or change, take things out of context here and there or anything like that. We're just reading through the Bible, understanding the context, what's happening, and then seeing how that applies to us. So, again, this is chapter 14, the book of Matthew. Now we're down to the last few verses, verse 34 down through 36. So that's not a lot. And when they had crossed over, now Jesus had just walked on the water with Peter and helped him get in the boat, and the disciples had said, "Truly, you are the Son of God." You can see that up above on your screen even. And when they had crossed over the water, they came to land at Gennesaret. I'm going to say it's Gennesaret. That may not be the correct pronunciation. I apologize. And when the men of that place recognized him, they sent around to all that region and brought to him all who were sick, and implored him that they might only touch the fringe of his garment, and as many as touched it were made well. So when the men of that place recognized him, when they realized, hey, this is Jesus, this is the guy that's been going around in his ministry and healing everyone, they sent around to all that region and brought to him all who were sick, and implored him that they might only touch the fringe of his garment, and as many as touched it were made well. They talk about the fringe of the garment sometimes, and I think that's a kind of an odd reference. Jesus, as far as I know, did not wear like a priest's garment that had like the little tasseled fringe and stuff. But their priests back then, I believe, if you saw what they would wear, kind of a robe outfit, that it would have had a tasseled fringe, or a special, maybe tassels isn't the right word, but it would have had something like that, kind of a special fringe around it. And so here they're just making that reference as if, well, Jesus was the Son of God, but they looked at Jesus at this time as at least a prophet. They knew he was of God. And so, they thought if they could just touch the fringe of his garment, whatever that was. And no, I don't know exactly what Jesus wore. I'm sure the garb of the day was, was some sort of loose robe, especially in a hot area like that. Because I'm pretty sure they're reasonably hot a lot of the year. So anyway, so these people, they recognize Jesus. They know what his ministry is. His ministry is, the Word of God. He's at least a prophet as far as they know. I mean, the disciples, they're like, you are the Son of God, and we know he's the Son of God. But at that time, I'm looking at it from these folks' viewpoint. They at least knew he was a prophet at a minimum, and that he healed, and that he had the power of God worked in him, and they brought out all their sick. Now, some of these people, along with the disciples, probably knew he was the Son of God, and probably believed he was the Messiah. And maybe all these people did. I don't know. I'm just trying to see what they... I'm going by their reaction. That they knew that he had the power of God with him, and that his ministry was one of healing. And so they were bringing out all their sick, and implored him that they might only, and as many as touched it were made well. So that tells you that Jesus said, fine, yes, if you're, it's like so many times in the Bible, he says, your faith has made you whole. If you believe, then they were made whole, because the power of God was definitely in Jesus. I mean, Jesus was the Son of God, is the Son of God. Jesus, I'm trying to think of the right way to say it. Jesus is God in the flesh. So, of course, the power of God was with him. And so as many as touched that were made well. Okay? Okay, so that's a quick little thing. I don't think that's long enough. So we're going to pop out here. And we're going to go to our next chapter. Chapter 15 of Matthew. Actually, you know what? We're not. I'm going to stop this, and we're going to stick with this just being a short little thing, and then we'll come back to Matthew 15, okay? Because I do want to try to keep these broken up by the chapters and not mix it up too much. So when we come back, excuse me, in the next session, we'll start with chapter 15. And thank you for listening, and God bless you.